Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Irdina and I would like to present the introduction of the project. Healthcare is a high-value target. It is a critical infrastructure often targeted due to the high black market value of patient data. The security networks in hospitals are lagging behind despite the modern and sophisticated threats. The anatomy of the breach, the initial vector attackers utilize phishing techniques to gain network entry. The malware attack, it led to the theft of the medical records, billing details, and personal identity numbers. The failure of inner system, it is because of the weak security protocols, absence of the data encryption, and lack of network segmentation. Lateral movement, no barriers between segments allow hackers to move freely across the system. The objectives of this project is to analyze how firewalls, IDS, and encryption can mitigate this specific risk. Now, I would like to introduce the team behind this project. To ensure a comprehensive analysis of this healthcare security crisis, our team is organized into three key specialized roles. First, we have Fadlin Humaira, the threat solution. Fadlin leads our threat solution department. Her focus is on the implementation of the core security principle we discussed, such as firewalls and encryption, to build a resilient defense against future attacks. Next, we have Irdina Mastura, the report coordinator. Irdina serves as our report coordinator. She is responsible for the systemic analysis of the data breach and ensuring that all technical findings are translated into a cohesive and actionable security report. Lastly, we have Sophia Iman, the threat research. Sophia handles threat research. She investigates the specific phishing and malware tactic used in the breach to understand how the attackers bypass the hospital's internal systems.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Hadim Humairah binti Nur Azman and I will continue the presentation for part analysis of security threats. First, the digital fortress infrastructure. In this part, it focuses on firewall, IDS or RPS and segmentation. To protect our hospital, we don't just rely on one front door, we use a layered approach. First, we have firewalls. Think of these as security checkpoints placed at the entrance of our network and around our most sensitive areas, like our medical records. This ensure only authorized people can get in and prevent a problem in one area from spreading to others. Second, we use an IDS or IPS system. This is like an intelligent security camera and alarm system that never sleeps. It doesn't just watch out for suspicious activity or malware, it actually steps in to automatically block a threat the moment it's detected, notify our team instantly so we can stop an attack before any data is lost. Finally, we use network segmentation. We have divided our network into zones, much like a hospital has public waiting rooms and restricted operating theatres. We keep the public Wi-Fi completely separate from our patient data. This way, even if someone get into the waiting room area of our network, they are physically blocked from reaching the secure area. We will store patient records. For this slide, I will present the data vault and the human element. It focuses about encryption, VPNs, and training. So, we focus on the data itself and the people who use it. Even if a hacker managed to get inside, our encryption acts as a final vault. We scramble our data both while it's sitting in our database and while it's being sent across the network. Without a digital decryption key, the data is just a jumble of useless code to an intruder. For our staff working remotely, we use VPNs. Think of a VPN as a private remote tunnel that connects a remote user safely to the hospital. To make sure the person in that channel is actually our employee, we require multi-factor authentication, like getting a code on your phone to stop anyone from using a stolen password. Lastly, we address the most important layer, our people. Most cyber attacks success because of human error, like clicking a bad link. We provide cybersecurity training to help our staff recognize phishing scams and suspicious emails. By combining smart technology with an alert team, we create a complete shield that keeps our hospital running and our patient private information safe.
So the first solution is perimeter and internal defense firewall. We use firewall at the network boundary and inside the system. Firewall control and block unauthorized traffic. Only approved user can access critical server like medical records. This also prevents attack from spreading inside the network. Activity monitoring (ADS or IPS), our system consists monitor network activity. It detects malware, hacking attempt, and suspicious behavior. If a threat is found, the system can automatically block. Admin receive alert immediately for quick response. For the network segment, the network is divided into different security zones. Public and employee traffic is separate from packing data system. If one part is attacked, the damage is limited to that zone only. Is data protection through encryption. For data at rest, our database use strong encryption. This means the data cannot be read without the correct key. For data in transit, we use secure communication on protocols to protect data while it is moving between systems. Net security solution for secure remote access. We use VPN to create encrypted connection for external users who access the hospital network. We also use multi-factor authentication or MFA. This adds an extra layer of security and help prevent stolen password from being used. Finally, the human element, we provide cybersecurity awareness training to help staff reorganize phishing, email, and social engineering attacks.
So, for the conclusion of this report, the impact of neglect, cyber risk mismanagement leads to devastating consequences for both organizations and patients. The stolen unencrypted data poses a long-term threat to user privacy. Holistic defense strategy like firewalls and IDS acting as the first line of defense to detect and block suspicious activities. Encryption, ensuring stolen data remains unreadable and useless to criminals. Network segmentation, a mandatory step to restrict hacker movement and minimize blast radius during an instruction. Final goal, integrating the latest technology and best practice to ensure data integrity and maintain patient trust.